Hey there, I'm Kat, and this is Brews and Reviews. So somehow it's April again, and it's time to do the twice a year tag, which was created by Beck from Beckel Books. You know, I'm actually kind of glad that this tag has come around because I kind of feel like I've been a bit absent from the channel. I have been posting fewer videos, and it's kind of like an excuse to do a little bit of a check-in. So first things first, the videos that I've got coming out recently have just been really few and far between because I've been having a really sort of hard time with editing at the moment. I don't know if it's just that I don't find myself drawn to it just at this point in time, and I don't really want to push it because then I will end up not wanting to do it, and then that would be a whole thing. And the other thing is that I've got these really weird fingers at the moment where they just hurt all the time and they're freezing cold, and it just makes it really hard to do anything on a computer. And since I spend my whole day at work on a computer working on it, then if I try and do stuff after work, then it also really hurts. So that's kind of why videos are coming out very, very slowly at the moment, but you know, I hope you'll forgive me for that. Also, throughout this month, I've been taking part in Nanowrimo, and I'm actually doing okay. I've managed to quite consistently write this month so far, which is really bizarre. I wasn't expecting it. I've just hit 17,000 words for the month, which isn't on target for 50,000, but it is making me, you know, feel quite positive about the work that I'm putting into this novel, which is great. Editing Cat here, just want to let you know that the trend of being really bad at editing videos continues, and it is the 26th of April now. So this target has changed. I am now on 43,000 words. I am on target, and it's just been a really great writing month for me. Not a great reading month, but definitely a great writing month. I feel like that's all that I actually want to say and check in about, so let's get into the tag. So question number one is, how many books do you think you'll read this year? And given that I read the most books that I've ever read in a year last year, I'm just not even interested in trying to achieve that again this year. I'm just not. I'm taking it easy. I've got a lot of things going on this year. I'm going away quite a lot. I've got busy things happening, and I'm choosing to work on my writing this year, so I am going to make my goal for the year either around 100 or 120 books. I think is pretty achievable. I'm on 44 books at the moment, and I've sort of been taking it easy. I feel like that's okay. The aim is to read 13 books a month, and if I don't do it, then I don't do it, but I'm not really bothered. No pressure this year. I'm really not trying to achieve anything special, and I'm just gonna see what happens. Question number two is, have you made a specific reading goal or target that you need to check in with and keep track of? So I'm actually following quite a few challenges. Again, not really putting any pressure on myself to complete these challenges, but they are there because it's nice to have some sort of guiding line for myself. I obviously have the Goodreads challenge, which at the moment I think I've set to 60 books, and I'll increase it when I get near it. I have a 2023 TBR, which this year I just made a general one that is for physical and digital books. I used to separate them out, but this year I was just like, no. And I just put on books that I know that I'm going to get to this year rather than books that I want to push myself to read, because then it became more of a chore, and I just didn't really want to focus my attention on that this year. So there's that. I'm also doing the Buzzword Challenge and the Aurelium Path thing that's every month they give you a prompt and you fulfill that prompt. So doing those. And then we also have my own reading challenge, which is the Starborn Quest. And you might have forgotten that existed if you ever did watch the initial video that I put up about that. And that is because I have been procrastinating putting my instructions on the internet so that people can look at them if they want to. And it's kind of been making me pause in what I'm doing, and I don't know. There's pressure around it. I know there's no pressure. I know you guys wouldn't put any pressure on me. But at the same time, I'm if it's not good, then it's not good and it's wrong. So essentially, I've just sort of procrastinated my way out of actually doing anything with that. I am going to film another video soon, I hope, because I have completed the first town and I need to progress with that. So hopefully I can have a kick up the arse to actually get the instructions written down so I can put them in that video. Question number three is, how many 5-star books have you read so far this year? So of the 44 books that I've read this year, I've actually read 14 5-stars. There is a caveat to that. I've been doing a lot of rereads, and 10 of those 5-stars were rereads. So I don't know if that says anything about the new books that I'm picking, but very few of those have actually been 5-stars. Question number four, what's a popular book you own and haven't read yet? So for this one, I'm actually going to pick Solitaire by Alice Oseman because it is an Alice Oseman book. I feel like they are all very popular. Everybody loves Alice Oseman's books, and I just haven't picked up Solitaire yet, which is weird because I really like Tori, and I think that's Tori's book, so I'm very excited to do that. To be honest, I actually don't even know what the plot of that book is. I just know that it's about Tori, who is Charlie from Heartstopper's sister, and yeah, just excited. Question number 5 is, do you want to reread anything in the next few months? We're just gonna move quite quickly over this question because I have 2 books on here, and I'm sure you've seen one of them quite a lot of times. It's Quest for Lost Heroes by David Gemmell. Pretty sure this was my answer for last year. The exact same time, I was still picking this book. I really like this book. Why is it taking me so long to pick it up and reread it? Probably like the same type of procrastination that I have around writing the Starborn Quest instructions I have around writing the review for Quest for Lost Heroes. I want to reread it though, soon. And the other book that I want to reread soon is Crest by Marissa Meyer. I reread Scarlet with Abby from Abby Lacey the Book Lover, and Crest is next. We're gonna do it, Abby. Question number 6 is, what new release are you anticipating for the second half of the year? So for this question, I was originally going to pick Rhapsody by Holly Bloom, which is the second book in the Ash and the Basilisk duology, and then I realised it came out like 20 days ago, and I just didn't notice because I am a trash fan, so I'm very excited to read that one. It's out, but I haven't read it yet. Otherwise, I'm going to say Love Theoretically and Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood, because I just like reading Ali Hazelwood. I think one of them is about chess. I'm guessing another one is about some other woman in STEM thing. I don't really need to know the synopsis for these to know that I will pick them up, so those. And last but not least, what are you planning to pick up next, and do you think you'll rate it 4 stars or above? So my next read is Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas. And yeah, if you are paying attention, that does mean that I finally read Tower of Dawn. No one's more surprised than I am. So I'm gonna read it, and I swear to God, if it's not 5 stars, I will be really mad. It had better be 5 stars, and I had better love it, especially because it's so huge. Anyway, so that's the tag. If you enjoyed this video, then please leave me a fire emoji because of all the fire in Kingdom of Ash. I'm guessing there's gonna be fire. I don't know. So if you like this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!